Man, this is where the best running backs go. In that year, 2013, I'm just talking about that's the history of Bama, like for running backs. I was like, that's where the best running backs go.
2009 Heisman Trophy is awarded to Mark Ingram of the University of Alabama.
The winner of this year's Heisman Trophy is Derrick Henry.
Eddie Lacy, TJ Yeldon, Trent Richardson, Sean Alexander, Mark Ingram, Darren Henry, Josh Jacobs, Najee Harris. The list goes on and on. All of these guys have one major thing in common. They played for the University of Alabama and were great running backs while they were there. The University of Alabama has also been known as Running Back University, and it seems like that name will continue into the next generation of running backs. And with that being said, we have to meet the next edition of this running back tradition, Justice Haynes. Standing in at 5'11" and around 200 pounds, we have Justice Haynes, who is from Buford, Georgia. He is the son of former Georgia Bulldog Verron Haynes, who also played in the NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons from 2002 to 2009. So it seems like it's destiny for his son to follow in his footsteps and pursue a career in the NFL. During his high school career, Justice played football in Rossville, Georgia at Blessed Trinity Catholic from his freshman to his junior year before moving to Buford, Georgia prior to his senior year. This year, he racked up 1,695 yards on 153 carries and 23 touchdowns. He ended his high school career with 7,758 yards on 784 carries and a total of 95 touchdowns. That season cemented his place as the 4th all-time rushing leader in Georgia history and 8th on that list in terms of rushing touchdowns. And with this great resume and his fantastic skill sets, Justice Haynes had offers all over. Georgia, Florida, Ohio State, and others were all in the running to land this great running back for the future. But he decided to take his talents to the University of Alabama. And the reason for this can be highlighted here. I feel like at Alabama, I can get developed on and off the field as a man. He goes on to reference Nick Saban as the GOAT for being one of the primary reasons that he's decided to pick Alabama over others. Alongside this, he states, it's just the relationship I have with Coach Saban, the relationship I have with Coach Robert Giuseppe, not only them, but also the strength coach and the trainers. The one-on-one time I've had talking with all of them has made this decision clear to me. Also, putting it in God's hand. I just feel like this is the best decision for me and following in the path he has for me. The decision, however, did come to the surprise of a few people, Coach Saban and Robert Giuseppe being a few of those, and I do want you guys to see the response that his father had when his son decided to play at the University of Alabama. Every man has their path to walk, and I'm proud of you for choosing your own. I know the process may have been long and difficult, but at the end, I'm confident you made the best decision for you. Here's to your future and all you'll become. To the next level, to be continued. Roll Tide.
Who do you want to be? What do you want people to say about you?
Why not Bama? Why not?
Alabama is still Alabama.
Justice Haynes now is committed and ready to contribute, but as many of you know, it's not likely for a freshman at the running back position at the University of Alabama to get much playing time. And even though this is the case, Justice Haynes accepted this reality, and these are the words that Nick Saban himself has stated about the young running back and his progression in the spring.
You've mentioned the challenges that a freshman running back has stepping up to the next level in the past. Just how has Justice Haynes handled those, and what have you seen from him this spring?
Justin has had a great spring. He's a really good player. He's a really mature guy. He's really smart. Nothing's really too big for him. He goes out there and competes, and if you were just, a guy sitting on the log, watching, you would never know he was a freshman.
Even though Justice Haynes' first season at Alabama didn't feature him on the field as much, when he did get his opportunities, you could just see he had all the tools and intangibles to become a great running back one day. He will first see the field against MTSU, where he had 4 carries for 29 yards. The next time he will touch the field will be against Mississippi State, where he had 4 carries for 29 yards. Next game against Arkansas, only 2 carries for 11 yards. Kentucky, 6 for 33. And those stats don't say much. Most of those were against teams that Alabama had already beat down for the most part. However, later on in the year, in Alabama's last game against Michigan in the Rose Bowl, we will see him get a few snaps here. And a lot of people make the argument that he should have gotten a lot more action in this game. Against Michigan, he only had 4 carries, but those 4 carries were for 31 yards with an average of 7.8 yards per attempt. But within those 4 attempts, you can see the speed, the patience, all within a short span of time. He finished the year with only 168 yards on 25 attempts with 2 touchdowns. And although he did not see the field much, he learned a lot.
About being patient and about kind of waiting your chance. You know, it's going to come, but like, how was that process for you?
You know, for me, I'm a very faithful person, so trusting in God's plan is always big. And, you know, in the Bible it says, like, be patient, you know, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, just trust in God's plan.
Yeah.
So that's always great for me, you know, just to know that. And so you know, not playing right away, all this other stuff, you know, being patient, that's fine with me because, you know, I know that God has a bigger plan and I'm just trusting that plan.
Justice Haynes had more to say about the Alabama loss to Michigan in the Rose Bowl, and these were some of the comments that he added to go along with how he's been handling waiting for his turn. I come into every week prepared to play. I'm willing to do whatever the team needs me to do. That's how I go about every week, and I don't think this changed from a normal week. And when asked about what the future holds for him, he responded with this: I think I've grown in every aspect in my game, on and off the field. As a man, I've learned a lot. My faith in God, I've learned a lot. Haynes said, just showing up each and every day, just controlling what I can control. What I control is hard work, my effort, and my attitude. And with an attitude like that, and with a work ethic like that, I believe that Justice Haynes is going to go far, not just at the University of Alabama, but also in the NFL. And I know there are questions when it comes to anyone who plays the running back position because of how the offenses tend to be more pass heavy now. However, I honestly believe that Coach Kalen DeBoer would put his best players in position to succeed, and Justice Haynes, in my opinion, will be one of those great players. And even though Nick Saban is no longer the head coach of the University of Alabama, I still believe that this will be a place where players, especially running backs, can come and grow and thrive. But I'm gonna head out, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and also subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.